His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Gudaybiya Palace. The cabinet highlighted the importance of the talks that were held between His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the Sultan of the Sultanate of Oman, His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, and further strengthening relations between the two countries and their peoples. The cabinet noted that the agreements and MOUs signed between both countries will provide a new platform for cooperation that will lead to further growth and development. The cabinet extended its gratitude to the Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, upon the announcement that the Public Investment Fund will establish 5 new companies for regional country investments, including Bahrain. The cabinet affirmed that this initiative reflects the work of the Saudi-Bahraini Coordination Council to support economic and investment cooperation between the two kingdoms. The cabinet welcomed the upcoming and historic official visit of His Holiness Pope Francis to Bahrain at the invitation of His Majesty the King. The historic visit is a recognition of the kingdom's status as an oasis of coexistence through history, affirming the commitment of Bahrain to uphold and promote the values of a peaceful and harmonious coexistence among different faiths and cultures. The cabinet further welcomed the upcoming Bahrain Forum for Dialogue East and West for Human Coexistence, which is being held in conjunction with the visit of His Holiness Pope Francis and His Eminence the Grand Imam Sheikh Dr. Ahmed Al-Tayyib, Sheikh of Al-Azhar Al-Sharif. This important forum is a recognition of the kingdom's role in promoting tolerance, peaceful coexistence, positive dialogue and cultural exchange between faiths and nations for the good of all humanity. The cabinet reviewed a memorandum submitted by the Minister of Labour regarding the latest developments in employment and training within the Economic Recovery Plan. The memorandum outlined that 24,444 citizens have been newly employed this year, which represents 122% of the annual goal included in the Economic Recovery Plan to employ 20,000 Bahrainis annually until 2024. In addition, 8,879 citizens received a training, which represents 89% of the annual priority target included in the Economic Recovery Plan to train 10,000 Bahrainis annually until 2024. On the occasion of Bahraini Doctors' Day, the cabinet commended the efforts of doctors and healthcare professionals, thanking Bahraini medical staff for their distinguished public service. The cabinet expressed its deepest condolences to the government and people of India following the high number of fatalities resulting from the collapse of a suspension bridge over the Machu River in Gujarat, and wished a full recovery and speedy to all of those suffering injury. The cabinet also expressed its deepest condolences to the government and people of Korea following the tragic loss of life that occurred in Seoul, and wished all of those injured a full and speedy recovery. The cabinet then discussed and approved the following memorandums. A memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Financial and Economic Affairs and Fiscal Balance regarding the implementation of a number of development projects and public hospitals in conjunction with the private sector. A memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Financial and Economic Affairs and Fiscal Balance regarding the decision of the GCC Industrial Cooperation Committee regarding a number of industrial imports. A memorandum by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs regarding the Education Transformation Agreement between the Ministry of Education and Microsoft to ensure optimal use of information and communication technology in education. Memoranda by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs regarding a number of draft laws. The cabinet then took note of ministerial reports regarding participation in the first International Agriculture Conference, foreign visits undertaken by senior officials, and official visits to the kingdom during November 2022.